Hey there, Kendall here again. So this video is all about how we tend to want to keep people in our lives because they desire us, and it's so awesome to be desired that we don't want to let them go. And you know, because being desired is something that we all want, right? We all want to be wanted. We all want to be needed. We all want to be felt, to be seen, and yes, we want to be desired, and we especially want to be desired sexually. But why is it that, or are you guilty of keeping somebody in your life that you really do like, you really do enjoy, but your main reason for keeping them there is because they desire you, but you know at your core that this person is not your end. This person is not the one that is going to be around potentially the next 3 months, 6 months, year, 5 years, you name the timeline that you're giving yourself on the relationship. Why is it that you're keeping this person in your life just because of the desire? And you might be telling yourself, oh, but you know, they're enjoying themselves and they're really sweet and they're really this and they're really that, and I can't break their heart. I can't break their heart. Well, here's the thing. The other part of this is that we tend to keep people in our lives for too long. And when we keep what is not 100% what we desire in our life, where we're at in our life, then we are actually shutting the doorways to pulling in the relationship that we really do want in our life, that we really do deserve in our life. So we are doing a disservice to ourselves, but we're also doing disservice to this other person that we claim that we love and care for, right? So if we really do care for this other person, the best thing we can do is set them free. That's the very ultimate best thing that we can do, because if you know at your core that you're not the right person for somebody and that they're not the right person for you, the best thing you can do is say, hey, I really love you, I really care for you, I really this, I really that, but we are not in alignment 100%, and it's not going to last long term. I want you to have the best. I want you to be your best, and I'm not the person that can support that at this time frame. Wrong timing, wrong person, wrong whatever, doesn't much matter. A lot of the times that's exactly what happens. But you know what, here's what happens. The other side of this is, if you choose to keep a person in your life for too long of a time frame, not only do you risk the possibility of losing the relationship that you ultimately want, that is sitting out there waiting for you to open to it, waiting for you to become in alignment to it. And you're also preventing that person that you're with right now to have the same. If you keep that person in your life for too long, then all of a sudden, what if, you know, here's a negative what if for you. What if you end up with child? What if you end up, you know, in this long-term situation, moved in together, married, you know, in these financial commitments, different contracts that we have in relationship, all this different stuff. Now we're tied together. And here I want you really to look. This is actually what I believe is one of the biggest reasons why so many people are extremely unhappy in their relationships, and they're sexless, and they're disconnected, and they've fallen out of love, is because the relationship served its time. It was beautiful on the front end, but then when that feeling came that it was over, and they knew that they were no longer the perfect mate for their partner in that moment, and then they allowed themselves and their partner to go down that path further and further and get more and more committed and connected, they sold out to each other, and thus selling out to a lack of happiness, a lack of what they truly could have and want in their life. And what that does is it turns a beautiful blessing of what was a really awesome relationship on the front side into actually a curse almost, because that's what happens when we start to go down that path, and then we're upset and we're angry and we're no longer laughing and we're no longer smiling and we're no longer turned on to our partner. Why is that? Because the relationship served its time. So if you're only keeping a relationship around because you love having somebody desire you. You love have somebody chase you. You love having, this relationship there that is, yes, it's a friendship. Now, granted, you need to listen to my companionship, because companionship is extremely important too. And I just made a video recently on the importance of companionship and asking yourself questions around that. But here's the thing. If you want more than the companionship, if you're in a space where you need more than just the companionship, then you need to start looking at, why are you holding a relationship that is not serving your highest and best good and this other person's highest and best good? Why are you keeping around a relationship just based on, hey, they are really into me, when you know that you're not really into them, when you know that even though you might love them, that you're still not the one for them? Ask yourself those questions, okay? And I hope that this was insightful and gave you a whole bunch of different things to think about, and really start questioning your relationships, okay, guys? You can find me at www.kendallwilliams.com.